Hello all, Mr. Fox here. So today, I'd like to talk about a comic. This is from the early 90s actually, around 1992. And this was called The Outer Space Babes by Silhouette Studios. Silhouette Studios, I don't think is in business anymore. I looked them up, didn't find anything about them. There were a lot of different comic companies back in the day that had a lot of different things. This is interesting because it has this cover here, but on the back it's this alternate cover here. One of my favorite art styles is actually retro sci-fi art. And this is kind of funny. They got this opening here. It explains what the girls are doing and what's happening. Now, I think this is pretty interesting. But, the basic premise is that these girls, from what I understand, get sent into space, and they're basically sent to destroy something, and some kind of threat or something out there. Now, they find an alien spaceship, and it gets retrofitted with different things. It gets retrofitted to another ship, which is human technology, right? And they use this to go out and destroy whatever is threatening Earth, and then commandeer the ship, and they basically take it over for themselves and leave Earth. Now, in the comic, of course, the girls themselves they decide that, for whatever reason, it's a good idea to steal this ship and leave Earth. Now, the reason they do this is because the men of Earth are all perverted and corrupt, and they want to go somewhere else. So, another funny thing here is the only clothes that the man sending them on this mission packed in this spaceship was lingerie. And they say it's from Frederick's, which, for those of you who don't know, they're referencing a lingerie store, actually, that I don't know if they're still in business. They probably are, but the lingerie store they're talking about in this case would be Frederick's of Hollywood. So, anyway, moving on. They're out there floating in space, realize they're have a limited food supply, and things is gonna go pretty bad for them. And oh look, what's this? They're being attacked by space pirates. Now, the girls here, I love the it's supposed to be the future, and they've got this old school TV computer here. I love the old sci-fi art. Sometimes it looks kind of ridiculous. There's the old computer, you get a better view of that. Anyway, I like the art style. It's actually pretty unique. I liked it quite a lot, actually. I don't necessarily like the story in the comic itself, but the art was pretty well done. That's pretty neat, black and white art style. The company, being one of the smaller companies at the time, Silhouette Studios, probably didn't print the comic in color to save money, which would make sense. So anyway, this girl here introduces herself to the space pirates, and see her there. And she's basically saying, "I am Ursula, Queen of the Femazons. That is hilarious and ridiculous." And she says, if you don't break off your attack or be destroyed. So she's basically bluffing these space pirates because they don't have really any weapons or defense systems. And she says here, we Femazons are the strongest telepaths in the galaxy. Our death squad has already taken psychic measure of your bridge personnel. Their report leads me to the following three comments. 1. You and your crew are unprepared for even our simplest hostilities. At once, are unprepared for our simplest attack. Drop your hostilities at once, or we will plant the mental suggestion that you scratch yourselves to death. That is hilarious. Why wouldn't she just say we'll mentally program you to shoot yourselves? No, they're just gonna scratch themselves to death. That's ridiculous. So anyway, this is funny. The idea that these guys would be mentally programmed to scratch themselves is ridiculous. Again, she's also just bluffing because they have no weapons or anything. So what ends up happening is they have power armor apparently, and they put this on and fly out to the enemy ship and blow up their weapons. This is probably one of the worst and most unusual comics I've come across in my life. Again, the art style is really nice, though. And the comic is bad and the story's terrible, but the art, again, is really cool. Like, the outfit she has here is really neat. The way they designed that's cool. The girls themselves in the comic look really nice. You can see her attacking with the power suit there. This action shot is actually really good. One of the things I like in as you can see in the older style comics, even though this one's kind of badly written, is that the art was good and of a much higher quality than a lot of the art we see today, in my opinion. Again, it's just my opinion. Some people like the simple art styles of today. I like better, more detailed art styles. That's my opinion. And so, their girls are in trouble. Their shields are gone. They're trying to divert power. They succeed and survive another blast. And this one here, she destroys their last weapon. And then they succeed in blowing up the pirate ship. For some reason, destroying all their weapons makes their ship explode. I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of nice. And in the back, you have the Outer Space Babes pinup gallery. This art is actually really cool. I like it. This one is probably my favorite. She looks like a robot here, and she's getting worked on. That's actually really cool. I really liked the pinup gallery they included here. The art of the pinup gallery is really nice. Oh yeah, what they say here. One good thing about those space trips, we won't have to put up with peeping toms, you know, because there aren't going to be any peeping toms in outer space. This is pretty funny. I like this section here. It's funny. And then, you know, at the end, they advertise different comics that were supposed to come out. Another issue of Outer Space Babes. Now, there was only one issue of this that I can find. So, this company probably didn't last very long. But anyway, that was the Outer Space Babes. I hope you like seeing this. It's fun to look at these old comics sometimes. Again, this is probably one of the weirder comics I've come across from the early 90s. But I love seeing these things. They're fun. I'm glad I got to share it with you. I hope you liked this video. If you have any suggestions from me of weird or unusual comics I should check out, let me know in the comments below. Please Please hit like and subscribe if you like this content or you want to see more things like this. Anyway, thanks all for listening and have a good night.